My life has, I suppose, been in two halves. You know, the busy life of the world, and people sometimes are quite puzzled why I would walk away from a career in television, to, I suppose, a hidden life, a life of prayer, a life focused on Christ. Sometimes you think, why didn't I do this earlier? But I came as soon as he called me, and very happy, and I wouldn't go back.
Someone else who made a life-changing decision is Elaine.
And Elaine, you were a barrister in a former life. How did you make the transition to becoming a nun?
Never thought of becoming a nun. It was the last thing on my mind, but I got a lot of peace when I came to the chapel. And then one night last March, I felt a great desire to come down and pray, and it wouldn't leave me. Just after night prayer, I experienced this amazing explosion of grace just powerfully in my heart. And I knew what it was. I knew it was the Lord. It was a great consolation, a great experience. And I knew immediately that it was a call to be a sister of adoration. I feel fulfilled. Life is different in a sense because obviously I'm no longer at the bar. I don't have the pressure of that. But for me, I could see for a long time I was going deeper into prayer and becoming more contemplative. And now I can fulfill that, and that's something I can live out every day. It's a wonderful gift God has given me. I would never have chosen it for myself, but I'm absolutely delighted that He chose it for me.
Elaine and Martina will be moving to novice stage before taking their first vows. The other Adoration sisters are there to guide them. Like Sister Myra, who used to be an Irish language teacher.
I always wanted to be a sister when I was little, so I have very precious memories of school teachers saying to me when I was about 5 years old, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, a nun. And she looked at me and said, really? And who told you that? And I said, God did, you know, so it's always been there. So it's been a thread that followed me through my life.
You've slightly more experience now at being a nun than Martina and Elaine. How are they doing on the journey so far?
Fantastic. Martina always teases me because she says, Myra, you prayed for young people to come, but God sent you fun people. And it's true, it's very true. And please God, many more will come. God never stops calling.
Coming up later in the programme, Rebecca Newman joins us for a special performance of the classic hymn Abide With Me. But first, a hymn that echoes the meaning of Pentecost. This week is Dementia Awareness Week, and here at Songs of Praise we love hearing your suggestions for inspirational stories. Joy and Tony Watson from Eccles wrote to us, sharing their experience of living with dementia, and Sally Magnuson has been to see them.
More than 800,000 people in the UK are living with dementia. It's a progressive condition, usually associated with older people. But for Joy Watson, although she appears to be coping well, it was still terrible news.
My consultant called me in, and it was actually on my 55th birthday. She called me in and said, "Happy birthday, and the scan shows that you've got Alzheimer's." That was scary.
Many of us will understand that fear. My own mother had dementia for many years. There were good times along the way, and I try not to forget that. But it was also profoundly distressing for her and for the rest of us, as it is for many families. For Joy and her husband Tony, as committed Christians, the diagnosis also posed a profound test of their faith.
I couldn't understand what God's plan was in all of this. I really couldn't grasp why me.
I was extremely angry. I guess I spent maybe 2 months having a one-way argument with God. And then one day I just felt, I'm not saying I heard a voice, but I just felt something inside me said, it's okay, I'm in control, and there's a reason for this.
It wasn't until I came to terms with the diagnosis myself that I realised that maybe there was a purpose. Maybe this was a time for me to be able to help other people.
Joy realised there was little in the local area for people of her age living with dementia. So she and Tony established a community group that's gone from strength to strength.
We set out to set up a group that would support each other. That's so important, really, that everyone feels accepted and everyone feels at home, and you know, we can just do whatever we want to do and just have a laugh together.
You did? Did we?
Yeah, I see, Sue can remember.
Oh, you remember that? Oh, yeah. What we're doing here, it's lovely, isn't it? I'm going to cry in a minute.
Yeah.
Just getting out and about can be a great challenge to people living with dementia. So Joy and Tony set about making their entire town what they call dementia-friendly. Joy, what is it that you did to get your message out to the town here?
Basically, we devised a little leaflet, we printed it, and we walked around every shop in the town Just to introduce them to what might be helpful for anyone living with dementia. For instance, the mat on the entrance to any establishment, if that's black, a lot of people with dementia might see it as a hole rather than a mat. You can see there's lots and lots of space. If I'm in some other cafes or restaurants and I have to squeeze by, I get very embarrassed because I might knock somebody else's drink over or whatever. And that's what works towards, you know, helping everyone in the community to feel accepted and feel that they can still go out. I wouldn't have chosen dementia as my journey, but I saw that maybe it was a journey that God wanted me to walk, and He wanted to walk with me. And once I realised that He was going to walk with me, then that made all the difference.